Hi guys, how are you doing? I hope you're all fine. So, today I wanted to talk about what I did yesterday because I feel that I really need you. Hi guys, how are you? I hope you're all doing well. So, today I want to talk about what I did yesterday, how I felt, and just express myself because I realized that there is so much in my head that it's getting me crazy because I'm having like racing thoughts every minute and second, so many thoughts going through my head and things, and I'm like, oh yes, and figuring out some things as well in my head. Like, it's crazy, like it's going really really fast. So I feel like I need to get rid of these thoughts by maybe transforming them into words and a talk. So basically, guys, yesterday it was kind of a good day, I would say, because in the morning I just recorded the episode that I uploaded on the YouTube channel, and it made me feel good because I did it around 10 and I didn't need to edit anything, so that was really great. And then I don't remember what I did, guys. Oh yes, I was on my computer. Basically I just uploaded the video, and then my brother came, another brother that doesn't live with us here, and he was talking to me a little. I was really like stressed, guys, when you don't feel comfortable around people who are your own family but you don't really know them, and all you saw from them was a little bit intimidating. So whenever they try to talk to you, you're very scared. You act like nothing is, like everything is fine, but you feel really bad and stressed. So that was it. And it was nice because he asked me about my work. I think it's important to get some attention from people, and this is one of the biggest problems when you are anxious and depressed. It is that you lack social interactions because basically you don't trust anyone and you're disappointed from anyone, so you just isolate yourself, kind of. And as human beings, we need connection. That's something also that I'm like realizing these days, that we were made to be connected with other human beings and other people, and so that's so important. Anyways, guys, so then after that, I don't know what I did, but in the afternoon I just I baked. So I baked some burgers, like the bread for the burgers, and I made some burgers. Like, I made myself the chicken tenders and the fries that I cooked in the oven. For the whole story, in fact, I wanted, like, it's been 3 days that I want to go to a snack nearby to buy some fries and, a burger, because I really wanted to eat that. But my anxiety is not letting me. Like, yesterday I wanted to go. Before yesterday, like, even more than 3 days. Like, it's been like almost a week that every time I say, like, okay, let me go there and get me something. And every time I imagine myself or visualize myself getting closer to the place and entering the place, not knowing if there will be so many people or not, I feel like so stressed. Like, I feel that my heart starts racing, and also that I'm trembling, like shaking. So I just thought, like, okay, let me make it at home, because otherwise I will be so frustrated. And if I force myself despite these big symptoms, I will need another week just to sleep and recover from the trauma that caused me. So I'm not gonna force myself. I'm not gonna be hard on myself. Because also, guys, being that hard on ourselves, I think it comes from the fact that people have been hard on us. So we're treating ourselves the way that we are used to be treated from other people. So if you grew up just like me in a family where people were always pointing at your flaws or the little mistakes that you do when you're a kid, which is nothing big, you will always focus on your mistakes, and so that's why you treat yourself like that. Like your parents, and I'm talking about the case of a dysfunctional family like mine, your parents, they never really gave you attention or love or affection or these kind of positive things, They were just like me personally, when I think about my childhood, I don't even remember my mom. Like, I remember her only when she was taking me to school and she was shaming me for being fat. Like, fat, that's a big word, but I was a little bit overweight, and she was shaming me while taking me to school. Basically, she does not drive, so it was by walking, and we were walking and she was saying, "Oh, you're so fat, look, people are looking at you, they're gonna laugh at you, you're looking bad, you're ashamed, I'm ashamed of walking next to you because you're fat, people won't like you. If the people of school knew how you were, what you are, or the way you act." I have no idea how I was acting, guys. I was a little kid. I was like 6 years old. Like, what would I do at 6 years old that would make my mom reject me to that level? Like, it's just crazy. And I'm always a very calm person. I was always a very calm kid. Even at school, I was like the favorite of my teachers because I was working very well and always calm and never chatting too much, and so she was saying things like that, and that's pretty much one of the only memories that I have with her as being a kid. I also remember one time, I think I was like 5 or 6 years old, and I remember that she came next to me and she was like hugging me and saying, "Oh, you are sweet," and I just like walked away because I was scared, and it felt so strange. Like, it felt disgusting to me, I think this shows how much we never had any kind of good interaction or positive interaction or showing love or affection, because when she did that, I felt like it was almost an abuse, that she comes and she takes me in her arms, sorry. So yeah, that was really strange. So basically, these are the only memories that I have. Like, I don't remember spending time with her. I never spent time with her, I think, or very little. And what I remember the most about my childhood, guys, is that I was alone, and that feeling of being frightened, but not having any place to go. Like, I remember I was so scared when I was younger, and I didn't have anyone, so I was like, in the evening, like at night, I was looking from the window to see if there was light in other people's houses, just in case. Like, I was, I don't know, that made me feel a little bit better, knowing that someone else is awake in another house. And yeah, I always felt so lonely, and it is a frightening loneliness when I was a kid. And I remember I had my first panic attack. I think I was like 8 or 9 years old. I was reading a book and I was alone as usual. And I felt like I couldn't breathe. And I thought like maybe this is something that's... I thought that I was going to die because growing up, most of the things that they were telling us was like talking about death. Because there is another things that people do, which is that they always like mix religion with culture, with their own fears, and this gives you something that is a total nonsense. So basically the thing they were talking about all the time is death. Like, oh, one day you will die. When you die, you might go to hell, and hell is a place where everyone is like tortured and people are suffering, and if you don't listen to what your parents are saying, you're going to suffer like that and you're going to die. And like if death was a punishment, and after death there is an even bigger punishment, and like you're telling that to a 6-7-year-old kid, I mean, that's traumatizing. And I remember they were always saying, oh, you will die one day, you will die one day, like some kind of punishment. Like, for example, let's say I was like eating too much of some sauce, and then she would come and say like, stop doing that, you will die one day. Like everything was related to death. So that's why also I have a lot of trauma and fear around death and all of these things. So I think that's something that really messed up with my mind as a kid, and the fact that I didn't have someone that I was trusting enough to go to whenever I was frightened or like, I don't know, like scared or something. It really made me maybe anxious after it, because I remember like I feel like I've always been anxious. And let's say, for example, when I was a teenager, I always felt like that as well. Like if I was out of this world, like if, you know what I mean, like if I was something different. And I remember that my siblings were laughing at me and saying these kind of things like, oh, why are you so strange and all of that. So I grew up with this idea that I was strange, let's say. So yeah, I can't really talk right now because, as you might have heard, I don't even know how to say this without being understood. So yeah,